Hello, Internetizens. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brendan, and today we have on board Unmatched Adventures Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the cooperative expansion for the Unmatched game system. Unmatched originally was like sort of a dueling game, a card-based miniatures fighting game, but they released, this is the second Adventures set they've released, where it's cooperative. You can take 1 to 4 players going up against a villain. So today we'll be taking on Shredder himself, who is here, and he has a minion with him, which is Slash, and I'll be playing Raphael going true solo. Sorry, probably better if I do that. And Raphael's ally is Casey Jones. So, if you don't know how Unmatched or Unmatched Adventures works, then you're in luck, because I'm going to try to do a brief overview of the system. So first I'll explain how it works competitively, or the base set of rules. Then I'll expand and explain the adventure rules. So in the original Unmatched, it's sort of a competitive card-based miniatures dueling game where you pick your fighter. Your fighter has its own unique deck of cards, and you've got your sort of information on there. It's got your fighter's health, if they have any allies, their special ability, whether they're melee or ranged, that type of thing. Trying to reduce your opponent's life to 0, pretty standard stuff. And on your turn, you take 2 actions. And there's only 3 actions you can do. You can maneuver, you can scheme, or you can attack. If you maneuver, you draw a card from your deck, and then you move each of your characters up to 2 spaces, and you can discard a card to basically add a little bit of extra boost onto there based on the number in the circle. If you scheme, there's these yellow lightning cards, which I don't have any in my hand right now, but you play it, you do what it says on the card. And the last thing you do is attack. The red cards allow you to attack. These purple cards are called versatile cards. You can attack or defend with them. There's also blue cards where you can only defend with those. So when you attack somebody, you'll pick one of your cards that's capable of attacking, either an attack or versatile card. You'll put it face down, and then your opponent may play a defense card. They don't have to. And then you reveal the card simultaneously. Sometimes cards have like a number for how much attack or defense they give. They've got special effects that take place at certain different timings. And then basically if the attack is greater than the defense, the defender takes the difference between those numbers in health. And then you're trying to whittle each other down and knock each other out. So it's pretty simple. So melee in this game is just like adjacency. You see these lines between the circle spaces. That's how melee works. For ranged, each of the different sort of color backgrounds is called a zone. Sometimes a space can have more than one zone, like this space is yellow and green. And for ranged, in order for the character to have range on the other character, they have to be in the same zone. So right now, Casey is a ranged character, and he's in a yellow and green space. That means that if there was a character in any of the yellow spaces, he could hit them. Or if there was a character in any of the green or partially green spaces, he could hit them. So he basically, anybody in the same color as the character is in the same zone. So that's how range works. I think those are most of the rules for the regular Unmatched system. The sort of complications and intricacies come with the individual character decks, which get to do special things, as you might imagine. Raphael's action is that on each of his turns, the first time he loses combat, either Raphael or Casey, if you lose combat, then you gain an action. So pretty cool. And a lot of his effects will sometimes be like if you lost combat or won combat, that kind of thing. Special things happen. So that is it for regular Unmatched system. For the adventure system, you're still using that same system of where you have 3 different actions you can do. You do 2 actions per turn. All that stuff works the same for your character. But now there's a system that allows you to fight against a character controlled by a set of cards. So we're fighting Shredder today. There's this initiative deck. You'll shuffle this, and then you'll draw cards one at a time for the person's turn. So there's player 1, that'll be me. There's Shredder has a turn. Slash has his own turn. Shredder has a second card in here where he deploys basically some of his the foot soldiers. So you flip over a card, that person takes a turn. When the villain takes a turn, they move up to their movement. Normally that's 3, or they will move up to their movement to the closest person and attack them. If no one's within 3 spaces, then they'll just basically raise the threat marker. When the threat marker in this scenario gets all the way over to here, one of the boroughs of New York gets taken over, and whenever he does that 4 times, he wins. Also, extra foot soldiers that are left on the board at the end of the round will also cause that to go up. So we want to get rid of those foot soldiers as much as we can. So in a solo game, Shredder has 14 health, and minions always have 10 health. You just add 1 minion per player. So because I'm playing solo, 1 character, I have 1 minion that comes with him, and that is Slash. Slash has this extra set of cards outside of his deck. They're called these Fury cards, and every round of the game that goes by, he adds another one to his discard. And the more Fury cards he has in the discard, the stronger some of his effects get. Every villain has 1 card in their deck that has basically whenever you attack them or whenever they will attack, you're basically putting out the top card of their deck. The cards in the villain and enemy decks will have attack value, defense value, and sometimes they'll have effects on them. But there's 1 card in Slash's deck and 1 card in Shredder's deck. There's 1 card in every enemy's deck that says Deception. It has 0 attack on it, 0 defense on it, and when it's played, it shuffles all of their discard into their deck. So we're going to hope that we can get a big hits when we come up to those 0 cards. Is kind of the goal. Name of the game is Action Economy. So I think that's the gist of the rules, really. Like I said, at the end of the round, a lot of the cards have end of round effects. So Slash gets more Fury cards. Shredder's going to increase threat by 1 plus the number of boroughs with foot soldiers in them. So we need to clear out those foot soldiers, otherwise the threat's going to get out of control. This set also comes with Krang, which plays on the other side of this board, where you basically are in the Technodrome and he's trying to merge Dimension X. It's a whole other. He has his own mechanics, which is pretty cool. But I've heard that Krang is harder, so I have not been brave enough to face him yet, because I'm going to be honest with you, I've played, I think 4 games maybe, and I have yet to win. I've gotten semi-close once, but yeah, I think I'm, starting to get the strategy, so hopefully we'll have a good showing today. But yeah, I think that's it, so we'll just go ahead and cut over to some gameplay. Alright, let's go ahead and get this game underway. So I've got the initiative deck here. We're just going to flip the top card off, and it's a Shredder card. So this card says, each player deploys 1 foot soldier to Shredder's burrow. So I can put this wherever I want because it doesn't specify. I'm going to put it here. It's kind of within reach of me. So we'll just set that card aside. We'll flip over the next initiative card. Next is Shredder. Shredder takes a turn. He's going to move up to 3 spaces to attack. Enemies or players that are on the same team can move through each other, but you can't end on a space as an occupied space, and you can't move through opponents. So Shredder could go 1, 2, 3. He can come all the way over here and try to punch one of us. So I think that's what he's going to do. So 1, 2, 3. Or we could have him go. You could have him just fight Casey. I don't think that's spectacularly awesome. 1, 2, 3. Man, I was kind of planning on taking out Slash first, but now Shredder's just kind of right up in our business, so maybe I'll just fight him. I don't know. All right, we'll have him attack Raphael. One thing I didn't mention in the overview is that this little banner, it tells you who's allowed to play the card. So for this one, it says any, so either Raphael or Casey could play it. But I have a couple Casey cards in my hand. I've got 1 Raphael card in my hand, so Yeah, we will have Raphael block this attack. All right, so we play the top card of Shredder's deck. Okay, after combat, place Shredder in the burrow with the fewest foot soldiers, then deploy 2 foot soldiers to Shredder's burrow. Okay, so he does 1 damage to me because 4 is higher than 3. So Raphael's going to take 1 damage. And then my after combat effect goes off first because Defender wins ties for effects. So it says shuffle this card in your deck, then draw 1 card. And then after that, Shredder is going to go far away from me, which is just great. It's actually kind of fine. I guess we'll just focus on Slash then, since Shredder's going to go far away. Okay, draw a card. I got Raphael. Let's do this. It's a good card. All right, this is in Shredder's discard. Okay, yeah, he's going to go to the burrow with the fewest foot soldiers and then deploy 2. Where do we want to put this guy at? He can either go to Bronx, Queens, Bronx or Queens, because Brooklyn has 1. Technically, he could stay here in Staten Island if I wanted him to. But let's just have him go over here. Then we deploy 2 foot soldiers to his burrow. Okay, that was Shredder's turn. Next is my turn. All right, so I'd like to get rid of these tokens. I can hold up to 7 cards in my hand before I have to discard, so I could just literally only move this turn and not even attack or do anything else, just to get into position. All right, so we'll go ahead and let's see, 1, 2. If I discard a card that's worth 3, I can get Casey to take out. Oh, one thing I didn't mention. So for these foot soldiers, you can choose one of your characters who's moving when you maneuver to take out every foot soldier they go over if they're on this purple side. Once Shredder increases the threat track all the way, all the foot soldiers in that burrow become entrenched where they flip over. When they're entrenched, you can no longer get rid of them, and whenever you cross over them, you take 1 damage, so that's bad. Yeah, let's draw a card. Okay, so that's a scheme, so I can move 2, or I could discard this 1 card and move 5 spaces. Might do that. It's very tempting. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So I'll discard this card with the 3 in the circle to get 2 plus 3 movement, which is 5. So I'll choose Casey to be my remover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he takes out these 2 foot soldiers. Then I'll go 1, 2. Let's see, could I have done that differently? Because I was here. 1, 2, 3. No. Just like within range of Shredder, which is what I don't specifically enjoy. Whatever. So that was action number 1. Trying to figure out which card I want to play. I go for big damage off the rip with Casey, then he's defenseless and he's going to get smacked by Shredder. I'm going to play this card, which is Crowd Control. So it's 2 attack. We're attacking Slash. He has 1 defense. Well, that's not what I wanted. I should have gone for my big attack. So I did win the combat, which isn't what I really specifically wanted to do. So Slash takes 1 damage. He's down to 9. The after combat effect says draw 1 card for each adjacent opposing fighter. Okay. And then deal 1 damage to each of those fighters. So he takes 1 more damage, so he's down to 8. Okay. Next is Slash. Slash gets the last initiative card. He takes a turn. He can attack either of us. We're both adjacent to him. Just have him attack Raphael, I guess. And I think we're just going to eat this attack because I'd like to keep all my cards for right now. So let's see how much damage he's going to do. Oh, Deception. Thank goodness we didn't try to block that. So whenever this card is put in a Slash of discard, shuffle. Yep. So that's good. We successfully managed to eat 0 damage. However, now that Deception card's somewhere in this deck, so. Well, okay. All right, so that was the round. So end of round effects. This one has none. This one says advance the threat marker by 1 plus the number of burrows with foot soldiers in them. So now that's only queens. So that's 1 plus 1. And then player cards don't have anything. Slash says add a fury card to the top of Slash's discard pile. So he's slightly angrier than he was. I'll go ahead and give the initiative pile a shuffle. I'm just going to try to let Shredder just be over there, but I think because he can move 3, he's going to try to attack Casey on his turn. Just not really what I want. All right. That's enough shuffling. First card. Each player deploys 1 foot soldier to Shredder's burrow. Man. I realize that I should probably not just leave him alone because he's just going to put out foot soldiers. All right. Card number 2. Shredder takes a turn. He moves up to 3. So 1, 2, 3. He can reach Casey. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Where he can go 1, 2, 3. If I want him to go to Brooklyn. I don't want him to go to Brooklyn. Let's do 1, 2, 3. He's attacking Casey. I could block. I have this card right here, which lets me block for 6. I think I'm going to let Casey eat this and hope it's not too bad. Let's see. Card of the day is 3. During combat, add +1 of this card's value for each foot soldier in Shredder's burrow. So there's currently 0, which is good. After combat, deploy 1 foot soldier to Shredder's burrow. Okay. So Casey's just going to take 3 damage. He's down to 5. We add a foot soldier. I'm going to put it here. So because there's a foot soldier here, I kind of want to maneuver to take it out. Oh, I'd really like to attack. The fact that Slash had such a low defense. Okay, what are we doing here? Maybe we do Casey's big attack and then we have Casey run for his life. Just get out of town. Could get rid of this card. We don't really need this card, I don't think. I could play this card, which does 1 damage to Shredder and 1 damage to Slash. And then I draw a card. I don't really like wasting time with Slash. Okay, let's do this card first. If Casey is adjacent to the opposing fighter, the value is 6. So we're going to attack using Casey. We're going to attack Slash. So let's see what Slash plays. Deception. Woohoo! That is good timing. So Slash takes 6 damage. That puts him down to 2. Man, that is really fortunate. We needed that one. All right, Slash is down to 2. This deck gets shuffled, including his Rage card, which is good that his Rage card's not in the discard anymore. Man, that was actually like crazy lucky. All right, I think we got to go for the throat. Maybe we can try to finish him. He has 2 health. I'm going to play Psy for Raphael, try to finish him off. Does 4, it's 4 attack. So let's see if we can get a 2 defense or less. 3 defense. Oh. Okay, so he only takes 1 damage from that. But it's okay though. I have 1 guaranteed damage next turn, so I can finish him off next turn. Alright, that was my 2 actions. Alright, so now it's Slash's turn. He's going to attack somebody. Both my fighters don't have any defensive cards because I'm not sticking to my plans here. So we'll have him attack Raphael, I guess, since I'm out of... since Casey's going to get attacked by Shredder next turn, maybe. 3 attack. Add +1 to this card's value for each Fury in Slash's discard pile. So he has no Fury in his discard pile, so it does 3 damage to Raphael. Puts me down to 13. Alright, so now it's end of the round. So Shredder's card says advance the threat marker by 1 plus the number of burrows. So now it's 2 burrows, so that's 3 threat. 1, 2, 3. And then we add a Fury card to Slash's discard pile. It's okay though, we just need to go and do that free damage to Slash and then have Casey start maneuvering so we can take out this one foot soldier that's pain in the rear. All right, come on, please, before Slash. Slash goes first. Dang it, man. All right, we'll have Slash attack me, I guess. So I've got no defense still, so Slash plays this. Add +1 to each. Okay, so this is 4 damage because he has 1 Fury in his discard pile. So that puts me down to 9, unfortunately. That was Slash's turn. He bopped me. Next is my turn. Day late, $1 short. Okay, we'll play cool, but Raphael is cool but rude. Deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter adjacent to at least 1 friendly fighter, and then draw a card. So Slash has 1 health, so he is eliminated, and we remove his initiative card. So that is great. Get out of here, Slash. All right. Let's go ahead and slide Shredder's cards down to be a little bit closer to us. Oh yeah, Shredder also takes 1 damage because he's adjacent to Casey. So he starts with 14 health. He's down to 13 now. And then I draw a card. Oh, I drew the same card again. I really would love to play that card, but I need to focus on... I'm going to get rid of this foot soldier. So I'm going to maneuver. So the first thing you do when you maneuver is draw a card. So I drew a Raphael card. Now I could discard a card to make Casey go far, because 1, 2, he's here. Shredder can chase him. Well, Shredder could also attack Raphael, I guess. I need Casey to go clean up those things. Eventually. If I'm just going to have Casey run around, I could just discard this card to make him go farther, I guess. So I'll discard that card. So that's 1, 2... 3, 4. We'll have him take this fun path. And then, so that took out this thing. And then Mikey can also move, sorry, not Mikey, Raph can also move 4. Shredder's going to take a turn pretty soon. So he's 1, 2, 3 away from me. He's 1. Just go ahead and meet him right there, I guess. Okay, so that was my 2 actions. I played an event, I maneuvered. My turn is done. Now it's Shredder's turn. Each player deploys 1 foot soldier to Shredder's burrow. Let's go ahead and put it here because we'll have Casey clean that up later. And the last card is Shredder's turn. So I'm 1 space away from him, so he's going to choose me. He moves 1 space, and he's going to attack me. I'm going to play this card for defense for Raphael. Okay, so let's see what Shredder plays. Okay, during combat, add to the value after combat. Okay, so immediately cancel during and after combat effects. So I canceled his effects. So he has 3 attack to my 2 defense. So I take 1 damage down to 8. Okay, that's fine. And I canceled his ability to deploy more foot soldiers, so that's good. Still have 1 there, which is something I should really do something about. All right, so advanced threat by 1 plus the number of burrows. So that's 2 burrows, so that's 3 threat. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's fine because any excess threat gets ignored. So that's fine. All is well. However, if he goes before me this round, it's going to be bad because I don't have any defensive cards in my hand. So, all right. Let's see what we get first. Whew! Okay, me first. All right, so I'm going to maneuver first because I need more cards. And I need Casey to take out this bad guys. All right, so we got crowd control. It's a fine card. We're going to dump this card to move an extra 2 spaces, I think. Can we just, let's see. We go 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. We'll just dump 1 crowd control. See, crowd control is such a good card because if I lose, I can just... Man, I don't want to dump any cards, maybe. I'll just hold on to my cards, I guess. So I'll just have Casey go 1, 2. Okay, we can have Raph go. Oh, I can't clean up. I can only clean up with 1 fighter per turn. Yeah, so we'll just... You know what? So maybe we leave this one here. We just clean up with... Well, he's going to deploy more soldiers to his own burrow later, so... Yeah, okay. We'll just have Casey go 1, 2. Get rid of this one. And then my Raph, I keep wanting to call him Mikey, I don't know why. Raph will stay there, I think. That was my maneuver. Got 1 more action. Could try to fight him. And if I fail, I get another action. So I'm going to do that, I think. So I'm going to play crowd control for 2 attack. And he plays this. Oh my. Oh, okay, so it says add 1 to this card's value for each foot soldier. And then after combat, deploy 1 foot soldier to his burrow. So because he gets +1 to his value, we tie, which means the defender wins. We then deploy a foot soldier. We'll put it here. So at my after combat says I draw 1 card for each adjacent fighter. So I draw a card. And then deal 1 damage to each of those fighters. So he takes 1 damage. So now he's down to 12. And because I lost the combat, that means I get to take another turn. So I'm going to play Raphael's Cool But Rude. Deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter. Or should I just... If I could draw a card and go 1, 2, 3, 4. If I move 4, I can take out another burrow's worth. Although it doesn't matter this turn because the threat's going to go up by only 1 anyway. So I'm going to take this opportunity to play this Cool But Rude card. Deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter adjacent to at least 1 friendly and draw a card. So Shredder takes 1 more damage. He's down to 11. And then I draw a card. Please be a defense. Yes. Okay, party time. During combat, Oh, during combat. If you lost a combat this turn, this card's value is 5. Much better to play during my turn, but I think we're going to have to play it for defense. Alright, so next, each player deploys 1 foot soldier to Shredder's Burrow. Great. Spectacular. Okay, and then Shredder goes. He's going to attack me. Should I block? Probably. I'm going to block this with this payback time. And Shredder plays this, which is 3 damage. Okay, so I only take 1 damage because I blocked 2 of it. Puts me down to 7. However, his thing says, after combat, if Shredder's initiative card is revealed, put it on the bottom of the deck. Otherwise, deploy, blah, 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 blah. So he's going to take another turn immediately, because that's how that works, which is just great. So then he's going to attack me again, and I have no more defense left. Ah, Deception. Man, I want that Deception card for my own so I can bop him with it, but I guess I'll accept taking no damage as a good consolation. But still, he has 11 health and I have 7 and 5. I've got a good attack. I need some way to boost it though. I need to draw a good boost card. Okay. Alright, so that was the end of the round. Advance the threat marker by 1 plus doesn't matter, so that just goes back to 0. So this slides over. Oh, no, this slides over. So Brooklyn has fallen. Everybody in Brooklyn would flip to red, but there's no one there, so now Bronx is under threat. And it says, when a borough comes under threat, put 1 foot soldier per player in that borough. So I have to add 1 soldier to the Bronx. Guess I'll put it here. It's easy to get to. And he's just going to have so many people in Manhattan. I got to start cleaning up his Manhattan soldiers. That's my problem, so I'm just going to struggle if I don't get rid of this. I think I'm just going to maneuver twice this turn probably, just so I can clean up some soldiers. Probably going to go first and slap me, and I have no defenses. So. Alright. First initiative card. Each player deploys 1 foot soldier to Shredder's Burrow. Oh my goodness. There's only 1 left in Manhattan. And there it is. Next card. Oh, thank goodness I'm going before him. Alright, so we're gonna start maneuvering because we're out of cards here. So we'll go ahead and draw a card. Ooh, another turtle power card. We'll have Raph clean up the cards. So we'll go 1, 2. Clean up, not cards, clean up the foot. We'll have Casey go 1, 2. Then I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to draw a card. It's not a great booster, but it is a pretty acceptable defense. So I'll have Casey go 1, 2. Take out these. And we'll have Raph go 1. I can't clear that out because I already cleared out with Casey. I'll just have him go there. So that was 2 maneuvers. That's it for my turn. So last is Shredder. So he takes a turn. He can attack either one of my characters. Guess we'll have him attack Casey. We'll go ahead and block with this card. So let's see what fate has in store for us. Okay, immediately cancel all effects on the opponent's card. Okay, that's annoying. During combat, if 3 or more foot soldiers are in Shredder's Burrow, ignore the value of the opponent's card. There are 3 exactly, so my 3 doesn't do anything, so he just does 2 damage to Casey. That is unfortunate. That knocks Casey down to 3 health. That's okay, though. He's alive. All right, into the round, we advance the threat by 1 plus the number of burrows. So there's only 1 burrow now because I've cleaned up everything else, so it's just 2. So threat's under control. We just gotta clean up Manhattan, which might involve another turn of maneuvering, I think, just to get those soldiers out of there. Although maybe did we just do 1 maneuver and then we just attack with like crowd control or something? Hope he doesn't go first because I have no defensive cards again. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, Shredder's going first. All right, who's taking the walloping today? Guess we'll have him attack Raphael, since Raphael has 7 health and Casey has 3. All right, let's see what we get. 3 attack. Add +1 to this card's value for each foot soldier in Shredder's burrow. That is 6 damage. And then after, deploy 1 foot soldier. Whew. Dude, 6? 6 damage? Yikes. That is a yikes. All right, I'm down to 1 health with Raphael. Oh my goodness. I think we gotta start throwing some Hail Marys or something here. All right, each player deploys 1 foot soldier to Shredder's burrow. His burrow is full. If burrow is full, put in burrow of next highest starting number, and then it loops back around. So we're in number 5, so we're going all the way to 1, which is annoying because I just cleaned up everything else, but whatever. And now it's my turn. All right. I say we do crowd control for an attack from. Do an attack from Casey, just in case. Let's see what Shredder plays. Oh my gosh. 2 defense. Immediately cancel all effects on the opponent's card. During combat, ignore the value of the opponent's card. Okay. So, whatever, it doesn't matter. I lost that fight, so I get another action, so I still have 2 actions. So we're going to go ahead and maneuver, I guess. So I draw a card. This lets me go 1, 2. And I could discard one of my big boosters to get Casey to over here to take this out, but I mean, Raph's gonna like die if I just leave him over there, I guess, right? I already drew the card, so I'm definitely maneuvering. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. All right, we just gotta hope and pray that everything works out. So let's do this to get rid of 2. Then I have 1 more action. Man, it's really tempting to play this card, but I need it for defense, I think. So we'll play this card, Turtle Power. During combat, I may boost this card, so let's see what he plays. Add +1 of this value for each foot soldier in Shredder's burrow, so that's 5. After combat, deploy a foot soldier. So, yeah, boosting this card is not worth it right now. Because it's just not going to be worth it. So I deploy 1 foot soldier. Man, maybe I should have just kept drawing cards. All right, advance it by 1 plus the number, so that's 1 plus 2 now. Then we shuffle. kind of need to go first here. We're both my fighters are super low on health, and Shredder is pretty healthy. So, man, it's just solo is difficult. I don't know. I wonder. I've played solo and I played two-handed. I've not played three or four-handed. I wonder if it's easier or harder. I know you have more minions to deal with, but man, Shredder is a beast. I think I should just really focus on drawing more cards instead of just like. It's probably what I'm doing wrong. I'm always like, oh man, I can attack him. I have defense, and like I run out of defense and attack, and I just mistakes were made. All right, heart of the cards. What are we doing here? Who's going first? Shredder takes a turn. Oh boy. All right, well, he's going to attack Raphael. I'm going to block with my only block card, I guess. Actually, does it even make sense to block? Because I feel like if he's probably either going to do damage or he's going to, yeah, I think I'm just going to not block. Pretty sure. Yeah, +1 for each foot soldier, so that's a 6. And Raphael is defeated. Ugh. Yikes. And then after combat, deploy 1 foot soldier to Shredder's burrow. All right, well, now Casey's still around. He's got 3 health. Each player deploys 1 foot soldier to Shredder's burrow. Well, that's also Staten Island. And now it's my turn. Casey, just Casey left. All right, we're gonna do a maneuver, so we'll draw a card. So we'll go. We'll discard this Raphael. Yeah, discard this Raphael card. Go 1, 2, +3, 1, 2, 3. So that gets rid of all the foot soldiers in Manhattan. And then maybe we just maneuver again and just run away. Can he reach us? 1, 2. Yeah, he can. Well, I guess there will be only. What have I done this turn? Have I done it? I moved. I have 1 more action. It's really not worth it to fight and stay defenseless, I don't think. So I'm going to maneuver. I'll draw 1 card. It's a Raphael card. We'll just dump it for 3 movement. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 1 more movement. Where do we go? I can go up to 4 spaces away. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4. I only got 1 more movement, right? So I don't think I can get away from Shredder because I've looped back around. Man. 2, 3, 4. I have 5 movement. I can't get adjacent to him because I decided to take out those foot soldiers. Yeah, we'll just come back in here. Why not? Why not? All right, so we go up by 1 threat. There's no burrows of foot soldiers. We shuffle the initiative cards. All right, first card is Shredder. My goodness, Shredder, you're a busy man. All right, we'll have him move here. He's going to attack me. Do I hope for something good here? I have 3 health. How often do I survive a 3 health attack or 3 damage attack? Yeah, I feel like he's going to do 3 damage if I don't block. We'll just block it. So this is 2 defense. He plays 3 attack. So I take 1 damage. If Shredder's card's initial card is revealed, put it on the bottom of the deck. Okay, he's going to take another turn. So I take 1 damage, but I live to see another day. Okay, so next card is my turn. So first thing I'll do is maneuver since I have no cards. It's a Raphael card, imagine that. I'll go ahead and maneuver again. It's another Raphael card. It's almost like this character deck is Raphael. I'm just going to let him just take me out. Yeah, he deserves it at this point. So we play a foot soldier. No flipping. Last initiative card, which is Shredder again because of his thing. So I'm not going to block. It'll be deception this time, of course. Nope, there it is. So 4 damage. Just bonks Casey off the face of the earth. That's it. That is game. Another L for the Unmatched Adventures history books. Yeah, I think I need to focus more on just maintaining more cards in my hand. I just get so like excited. I'm just like, oh, I want to fight him. I took out his minion. Let me take him out now. But he's got pretty solid defenses, so I think I just need to make sure I focus more on running around, cleaning up the board, getting cards in my hand. Because your hand size is 7, unless you're playing Mikey. Mikey's hand size is 3, but he has like special ways that he can gain actions and draw cards and stuff to make up for that. But hand size is 7, so I should really just try to be staying at hand size, I think. But if you have any strategy tips for true solo or two-handed, I'm all ears. But thanks for watching this video. Hopefully that gives you a feel for how the system works. It's still excited to play it more, hopefully get the strategy down and do better next time. But thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. You are seen. If you're watching this, like when I put it up, then it's probably right around Christmas. So happy holidays, happy New Year, all that. Peace out.